Alright, people, before we get into this video, I just want to point out, and I just want to remind everyone that we will be doing a live watch along this evening, probably about 8:30 there, thereabouts. We'll be doing it for Ben Whitaker versus Liam Cameron 2. I'm looking forward to that fight. I think it's going to be epic. Live watch along will be taking place for that one. And also have a look there on screen. This week, we're into fight week. Chris Eubank Jr., Conor Benn. It will be shown live on the Zone. The link to the pay-per-view will be in the description. Go there. It's the G-Man link. Go there. Give it a buy. I think this card is going to be epic. Now, let's get into the video. Alright, now you may remember last week there was a bit of breaking news, right? It wasn't officially announced, but it was kind of... It was not officially announced as in the fight is official or anything like that, but news was broke. And with the way Frank Warren reacted, kind of implies that, like, yeah, it's legit, which was that Alexander Usyk will face Daniel Dubois on July the 12th at Wembley Stadium. Now, Frank Warren kind of was like, oh, I wish that hadn't have been, talked about and stuff like that. And everyone was, speculating, oh, why is it not in Saudi? We're not here in Turkey. And apparently it's just going to be a Queensberry show on its own. Hell of a bloody show to have that headline, but still, it'd be just a Queensberry show. So you're kind of like, okay, why is Turkey not? Why is there, you ask these questions. And then I see this announced, and it's one thing where we get all these big announcements, especially in the UK now, like literally in the middle of the night, where we used to kind of get a lot of the good announcements in kind of the mid-afternoon or something like that. So it's kind of like, whoa, what the hell? Wake up to see these things. Well, this is reported from Mike Coppinger, who is now part of Ring Magazine. And it says Ring Magazine 3 will take place July the 12th in New York City. Wait until you hear some of the fights on here. With Edgar Berlanga versus Hamza Shiraz in a WBC super middleweight world title eliminator, and Shakur Stevenson defending his WBC lightweight world title against William Zepeda. Alberto Puello will defend his WBC 140-pound title against Subriel Matias. That'll be a good fight. And Dave Morrell fights on the undercard against undefeated Imam Kadavev. Probably butchering that name, apologies. On the undercard. The card will be available exclusively on the Zone. The event will be celebrating the launch of the Ring Magazine's forthcoming TV show, Inside the Ring. Wow. So, yikes, a lot to digest there. Wow. July 12th could be a very big day in terms of boxing. I do have to just ask the question, what is going on, if anything? Because again, I'm only asking the question with Turki and Frank. Because they were like, they were like that at one stage. Maybe they still are, I don't know. But it seems now as though Turki, now that he has his, links with Dana White and stuff like that, he's just kind of, essentially he's kind of just said to the other promoters, see you later, thanks for everything. Now, of course, there is still, there's obviously Matchroom, there's Queensberry, there's PBC fighters on here as well, so it's a little bit of everything. But it is still quite crazy that we could have a Queensberry show on its own, headlined by Usyk versus Dubois 2, which is a massive fight, and then it's going straight into this Ring Magazine show. It's crazy. In terms of the actual card itself, Puello versus Matias is a good fight. Matias, I believe, is IBF mandatory, but obviously, you don't have to face the IBF champion. Who's the IBF champion again? It's Hitchens, Richardson Hitchens, isn't it? So he's going in there against Puello. That'd be a good fight. Puello's a bit of a mover, and Dalton Smith obviously fought a mover last night, and I credit to Dalton Smith. Difficult to look good against a mover like that, but he did. So he will inevitably, you would imagine, face the winner. In terms of Shakur Stevenson, William Zepeda, love the fight. I think that Zepeda his last two fights have served him in good stead for this fight, but I still think it's going to be a fairly resounding win for Shakur Stevenson. But I think it'll be a good fight by his standards. I think Zepeda will bring something out of Shakur Stevenson, probably win the fight on points. I can't see him stopping William Zepeda. I really can't. But I want to talk about this one. Edgar Berlanga versus Hamza Shiraz. Wow. I mean, it's a bit out of left field, to say the least. PBC, you're kind of like, oh, will they? What will they do there? What? Oh no, actually, that's not PBC. Edgar Berlanga is Matchroom. I was thinking of Dave Benavidez there. Apologies, but you're thinking still, Berlanga, Hamza Shiraz, Matchroom Queensbury. Actually, if you think about it, or no, actually, what am I talking about? He's not with Matchroom anymore. He's not. He's finished his deal with Matchroom with that amazing fight against that guy who hadn't had a fight in a couple of years. That was a joke. But that fight right there, I would make Hamza Shearer's favourite. I would. The only thing I suspect, and again, it's just a suspicion, Hamza Shearer probably doesn't take maybe necessarily the best shot. Against Ammo Williams early on, he was rocked noticeably. I do wonder, was the fact that he was stunned against Ammo Williams early on, and you kind of look and think, how are the whiskers there? Because for all of his flaws, and there are many with Berlanga, he can crack, he can punch. There's no doubt about that. And we talk about the size of Hamza Shiraz, which is incredible, really, that he was making middleweight. I mean, he was making 154 at one stage. It's crazy, really, huge. Edgar Berlanga is massive in there. He has claims, and these are claims, that he's come into the ring at 200 pounds in the past. I doubt that very much, but very high 180s, maybe even the 190s. Oh hell yeah! Like, I mean, it's going to be interesting for Hamza Shearers, this one, because Hamza Shearers is essentially going into a big fight at 168 pounds without really getting his feet wet in the division. Right now, I think he's better, just all round. I think he's better than Edgar Berlanga, but how is it going to be? Because Edgar Berlanga is tall, right, and Hamza Shearers is. I think he'll still be the taller guy, but he's used to fighting guys quite a good bit smaller in terms of size, and obviously physical size as well, body mass. He's going to be in there with someone who's probably bigger than him physically. He'll definitely be bigger than him physically, probably stronger, hits harder. It's going to be interesting to see how he takes that. And again, you're going into a new division, 168 pounds. These guys are massive in that division. And you're not really... Credit to him for doing this, by the way. I'm not having a go with him for this. But you're going in without getting your feet wet. That's impressive. That obviously shows the confidence that he has within himself. And yeah, I love the fight. It's a bit out of left field, but I love it. I think it's going to be a cracking fight. Knockout definitely in that fight. Whoever wins, it's probably going to be a knockout win for whoever wins, and I think it's going to be an epic fight. Matchroom versus, oh no, I keep saying Matchroom, just associating Berlanga now with Matchroom, but God knows who he's going to be with. But this will put Hamza Shearez in good stead. A lot of people were saying that he was exposed against Carlos Adames. Listen, I think Adames is a lot better than we probably gave him credit for. I thought Hamza Shearez would win the fight. I didn't think he did win. He escaped with a draw. He should have lost. But I think that now at 168, we're really going to see the best of him. But man, he's not making it easy. And credit to him, he's not choosing the easy path. So that is the July 12th Ring Magazine card. Honestly, no complaints. No complaints. Really, really good card. Really happy with that. But it's going up against Frank Warren, going up against Undisputed potentially. So yeah, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens. Let's wait and see in the announcement for that show as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, people, I hope you enjoyed the video. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And until next time, I will leave it there. Peace.